Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my final mod 14 or Ravenloft HDPS PVE build. So here's my items. So I don't have the Barovia or Ravenloft gears yet, but I'm gonna get it if whenever I can. So this is what I got for right now. So I have item level 540 for the Dark Lord's Hood, reinforced with 200 power, and my utility is Dark Enchantment for speed, movement, for movement. And here's my armor. It's a knotted garbs because of the power increase by 1.5 for 10 seconds, so that's why I like that. And for armor enhancement slot, I chose Unparalleled Eclipse enchantment because I'm a combat Storm Warden Hunter Ranger, because deflect is my main defense. So every time I get damage, I heal a lot, like a lot. Because of this, my deflect is like 80 to 90%. Here's my deflections right now. So here's my hood, armor with a reinforcement of 200 power again. Then like also barbed gloves. I just like it for the partial paralysis, and reinforcement with 200 critical strike. So for the overload slot, you can buy lethal, greater corrupt lethal. I think it's on refinement. And I like Prosod Lethal Grip because it gives you 1000 critical strike for 20 seconds instead of just 800 for the Greater Corrupt. So Prosod Lethal is better. That's why it's more expensive. So that's it for the overload slot. And for my main weapon, I still have the Lost City of Omu gears or in hand. I have Eye Piercer and Eye Reaper. I don't have the primal weapons because I'm too lazy to get it, but with this main gear you should do enough damage to become a high HDPS or high damage percent to give you HDPS. So for my weapon enhancement slot, I chose Fate Touch because at Unparalleled it gives you 100% uptime for at least 40% damage or 32% damage at base power. That's for my build. So for offense slot, I chose offense slot. Yeah, for the offense slot, I chose Gigantic because I lack critical strike and recover and armor pen. So that's why I want that way. And for the artifact powers, I chose Electric Shot. Increase the damage by 10%. For the Eye Reaper, it's the same thing, but this time I chose Azure enchantments for defense and critical strike. And for the artifact powers, Aspect of the Serpent gives you more damage by 3% every time you change stance, and for stamina regen for stat increase. And for the best in slot, lure or what you call it, best in slot boots for Hunter Ranger right now is Hills of Fury because your melee powers do 3% more damage. And I chose Dark Enchantment or 600 movement for this one. And the best in slot, belt and cloak are still the company's duelist cloak from Guild Stronghold, and greater turn up dexterity from Auction House, or I think you get this from other dungeons, epic dungeons, or yeah, epic dungeons. And for my rings, I still have 510 item level 510 bronzewood ring because I want it because there's two offensive slots. So for offense slots, I chose Azure enchantment and silver enchantment. So critical and recovery. you can get power if you want, but I sacrificed my power. We're gonna get onto that later when I show you this, and when I show you my ratings. So it's the same thing. This one I have a gigantic and Azure, and reinforced of 100 stamina guard. So that's what I chose for my stamina guard, for my reinforce, for my belt and cloak stamina. The same thing for my rings. And for my shirt and pants, I still have upper primal pants because it's the latest, or yeah, it's the latest one. I have defense of Azure for defense and Azure for critical strike. For my primary artifact, I still have Will of Elements because of the fire element, which gives you, excuse me, 30% damage for 28 seconds. I think that's still best in slot. Actually no, the what you call it, the Lost City of I forget what it's called. Gives you like, I think 40% damage for 10 seconds. Atropal, something Atropal. And for my secondary, I have Eye of the Giant, Lantern Revelation, and Lostmauth of Harned Blasting. For my HP, I have 169 at base, armor class at 24, and for my ability scores, I chose Dex and Whiz instead of Strength. It's TR or Strength. And for my item level, I have 17.7 and power and critical strike. So this is where you can decide if you want more power or critical strike. For me, I want to have at least 100% chance of critical chance in whenever my companions or bonding proc, and I sacrifice my power to have critical strike so I can have 100% uptime, or 100 all the time, 100% all the time, and critical severity of 137. Actually, I can make it up to 157, but right now it's only 147 because I don't have my potions. I don't have these potions yet. We're gonna get into that after this, or later actually. So this is my power: crit, armor pen 9000, recovery 8000. There you go. And defense of 17k. So I'm really thick and really it's really hard to damage. So there you go. There's my other stats. Here's my critical chance, critical severity. Defense is ignored. My critical chance is 100%, and my defense is ignored is 100% when my bonding procs. And my crit severity is at least 157 when it procs. When I have all the potions. I don't have it currently now because I don't have AD to buy the potions. But I'm gonna tell you later what are the potions. Source my Richard speed, action points, damage taken. This goes up to 60% when my banding procs, and the deflecting chance up to 80 to 90%. So that's it. I chose deflecting over lifesteal, by the way, because of a power pit. So here's my movement. So that's it for the front page. I'm Male Dragonborn, by the way. So for the powers, here's my powers. I got everything for Combat Storm Warrior Hunter Ranger. So I got everything. So here's everything. I got everything to max rank 4. So here's my skill. For my daily power, I have Seismic Shot and Disruptive Shot. And for my power class feature, I got Twin Blade Storm and Aspect of the Serpent. Twin Blade Storm is one of the best in slot feature for your Hunter Ranger class feature, because it gives you like at least 4, 8, 12, 16% damage. And for the Aspect of Serpent, this gives you at least 10%, and that's for per stack. So that's at least, I think, 3 times 9, so that's 30%. So that's 30%, I think. And for my encounter powers, I got Split the Sky, Cordon of Arrows, and Long Strider Shot. For my outwards, I like Electric Shot and Split the Shot. And my primary, Well of Elements. And for my hot bars, Potion, I get Personal Stone of Health, the Chain of Scales. I still need the last one, which is from Cradle of the Dead Gods. It's the scale from Atropal. Then some Invocation Blessings, and just my mount, Jubilee Parade. I just like that style. So for our feats, these are Hunter Register Mortal feats. Stamina Regen, Endless Assault, Weapon Mastery, Disciple Dexterity, like a Skirmisher, Agile Combatant, and Toughness. I didn't choose this action points because I already have enough recovery, I think, with my banding procs. I didn't choose this too because I don't usually use my Outwill, just sometime, or daily powers. I chose Stamina instead because I like to be agile. I like to move a lot, so that's what I have. And for my combat, I didn't choose lifesteal nor deflect chance or critical chance because I already have 100% critical chance and 80% to 90% deflect chance. And this is on my fits for my combat build. There you go. Prism Blade, Scattering Blade, Big Hurricane, Battle Craze, Wild Medicine, Like Blades, Warden Courage, and Serpent Wave. I use Warden's Courage because the Throw Caution in your Split the Sky here. Here. Because it gives you debuff if you don't do that. So for my fits, I chose this over critical chance or deflect or lifesteal. And for Wild Medicine, I chose deflect chance as my main defense. It procs up to 80 to 90%. And my banding has procs, and I have 17k defense, not procs to at least 21k. So that's 60%, I think, if I'm not wrong. So that's for my fits. And for my boons, I have power on my offense and defense on my defense boons. And for utility, I have movement. Now for campaign, you don't really need to know this, but you can choose whatever you want. Now here's my campaign surrender. Power, crit. It's all offense, by the way. So I'm gonna go over everything. I'm not gonna talk. There you go. Recovery. There you go. It's all offensive stats. Campaign. Elemental. Evil. So here's my 4 boons. And here. Storm King Standard. I chose all the offensive stats, by the way. There you go. So Sipon or Sipon. Then the Bloodlust for the Ravenloft or Bravia. Then Recovery. For companions, I have a Razorwood as my main pet or main companion. I have Arenes Belial. I have Sultan Tiger, Alpha Compy, and Siege Master. I chose Siege Master because at Legendary it gives you 4% increased damage at flat damage, and 3% for Alpha Compy, and Sultan Tiger 5% at the start of combat for 25 seconds, and 10 critical severity for Ernest Belial, and for the Razorwood gives you 25% combat advantage and 2.5 critical severity. So for my bandings, I have rank 14. It's all the same. It's all offense, by the way. That's why I like Razorwood. And for the gears, I have Bronzewood again. There you go. So I have powers, an offensive slot, and critical and offensive slot again. And have the Necklace of Loyal Avenger. I bought this like in mod. I think I bought this in mod 6 or 7. Now it's worth, I think, Loyal Avenger. Now it's worth 30 million, I think. Avenger necklace, Loyal Avenger, necklace. Nobody's selling it now, but the last time I checked it, it's worth 30 million. So I'm lucky that I bought it only for 1 million, if I remember correctly, back in mod 5 or mod 6. Because of the equip stats. Just look at that 600 power, 600 crit, and 400 armor pen. When you look at the necklaces right now with the companions, necklace at epic, nothing is equal. It's only 300 power and 500 critical, and that's 5 million above or 4 million above. But so I'm lucky that I get a necklace of the L.O.V.E Loyal Avenger with 600 power, 600 crit, and 400 armor pen. I have like 3 of these, so I'm very lucky. That's for my gears of my companion. By the way, Legendary Boss gives you 16% and half as the previous one, so 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1%. So that's 16, 24, 28, 30, 31%. Everything is 31% if you add everything. So this is my stats for my companion. That's my health 31k, defense 1000, armor pen 1000, crit 4k, and power 11k. Now for my mounts, I have T-Rex as my mount power. Where is it? It's I think it's when I click right here. As my combat power, I have T-Rex, and for equip power, I have the power and armor pen. So that's good. For my stable, I have this. You can just I chose crit and power. That's all the same, but I still have blues. I can't buy it yet because it's worth like 1 million each for Barbapaciniap Dominance for the purple ones, and 1 million again for Regalaciniap Dominance for the purple one. But it's all power and critical strike. I think I have 4 critical strike and 12 or 11 in dominance or powers. For the bonus insignia bonus list, I have Protector's Camaraderie, because it gives you like 3% of your power increase and defense for 10 seconds. That stacks up for 4 times, so that's 12 plus 2, so that's 14% or 15% per, just for one, every time you summon a companion or use summon companion. Yeah, that's whenever your summon companion attacks. That's 15% damage increase and defense increase. So that's it for my mounts. And for the potion, the last one, I have Watermelon Sorbet, power and recovery, so increased by 2000 and recovery by 800. Hero's Fist, I have 70 power, and Prime Rib 1000 power, And for the other 3, I chose Elixir of Fate right here, because it increases strength, constitution, everything increases your stats by 1, increases your all stats by 1, so I get 35 now for Dex. And for the other one, power, scroll fate of power. I forget how it is, but scroll of fate. Scroll of fate. There you go. I chose power. There you go. It's currently expensive. That's why I don't have it right now. It's 70k for 24. It gives it plus 490 power. And for the last one, I have superior plus of potion. Superior plus. There you go. It gives you critical strike, recovery power, and crit severity. So what I like about this is the crit severity by 67%. So it makes my crit severity to 157%. So here's in action. Here's my character in action. Split the sky. There you go. Chain of scale. So that's how it looks like. By the way, I get about 66 to 70, 73 or 75. Sometimes, if I get everything, if I got all the potions, but right now I don't have it. And 31k critical strike. So that's 93 to 100%. Then defense signal 100%. Reflection chances 80 to 90%. I don't know why it's not broken. And my defense is 22%. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. By the way, this is an HDPS PVE build. It's not PvP or other. It's a combat one, by the way. I think I got everything covered for mod 14. So if you have questions, leave a comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.